every time I look in the mirror, I think I'm a clone now.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like there's two of me just hanging around.
What's two of me?
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're going to talk about count them, maybe 442 movies.
Yeah. I mean, we'll mention probably that many, right?
Just two.
No, just two, but we'll mention other ones too, right? We got to.
Yeah, we'll talk about some other ones, and then we'll talk about that one, and then we'll talk about that other one, about the one and the other one. But the two that we're talking about today, first, a Netflix movie that is getting all kinds of love across the world, a comedy, sci-fi comedy.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi. Yeah, sci-fi.
Sci-fi comedy.
Yeah,
sci-fi comedy. Called They Cloned Tyrone, featuring the man himself, Finn from Star Wars. Even though we don't have that kind of clip because that would cost us a lot of money. John Boyega.
Wait. It's all up and told. It's a wait.
Brian.
What do I need to do to get the attention that I need right now? Right now, ma'am.
Brian, calm down.
Is this what I need to do?
No, we're gonna take care
What
of
I
this.
need to do? Okay. Is this what you need? Is this all the motivation you need to get me what I need? You have hostages in here, ma'am. Hostages, and they scared. They scared for their damn lives. I need a phone call.
Brian.
You have my undivided attention.
I don't need your undivided attention. I need the attention of the VA, not you.
That's from Breaking.
Yeah,
that's a good one, right?
I was gonna say that's a good movie. John does a good job, man. He gets too much shit for Finn. From the start, I don't know why people give him shit for Finn.
He's
I
good.
have no idea.
I like Finn. He's a fine character.
Great Star Wars movie. I don't know why everybody else didn't like it, but whatever. Also in this movie, the now healthy, 100% back to life, Jamie Foxx.
You know what? Don't think that I don't appreciate everything you guys have done here, Jerry. I'm very proud of the work that we've done here together, but Atlantic has done pretty good money-wise on my records, haven't they?
Yes, we've done very well, Ray.
Yeah, you were the ones that taught me that making a record is business and find the best business deal that you can. Now, 75 cents of every dollar and owning my own masters is a pretty damn good deal. Can you match it?
Yeah, that's from Ray.
Yeah, no shit, really?
Academy Award-winning performance of Jamie Foxx from Ray.
Academy Award-winning performance by Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Also in this movie, Teyonah Parrris, everyone.
This ain't no joke. Yo, tired dicks just want a Viagra poke. Dude, this is about life and death, about a community that's a wreck. And you want to sit here and talk about how women behave? Fool, we trying to free these slaves. Slaves to the madness, slaves to this violence. And what, you just want us to silence? We gonna make sure these fools put down these guns and stop thinking that this craziness is fun. You see, we women, we understand that life is about more than polishing your knobs. Saving lives, that's our job. It's about bringing an end to this strife and giving the hood the true meaning of life.
From Chirac. From 2015.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to say, is that from If Beale Street Could Talk?
No, man, she's also, I was trying to find the clip from Dear White People, which is great movie, but I couldn't find it, so.
Yes, that's an amazing movie as well. So if you guys get a chance to check that out. And the legend himself, who's been in a million things over his life. I don't even know how many movies the guy's been in at this point. I probably could look it up.
In like 6 seasons,
but the one,
24.
the only. Yeah, I know. The one and only Keith Sutherland.
Yes, first, you don't like rice? Tell me, Michael, How could a billion Chinese people be wrong? Come on. How are those maggots? Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
Leave him alone.
That's from Lost Boys.
Yes. You know, like right when that came out, also Stand By Me was out around that time.
Oh, yeah.
too.
So
like,
he had just the
literally,
shittiest person on the planet.
Yeah, he was like the shittiest asshole guy. He was that guy for a little bit. But I mean, the dude, okay, I just looked it up. It says over 104.
Oh.
And he has 3 coming up, so he'll be at 107.
I like that Kiefer, man. He's good. He's Jack Bauer, too, you know?
So, I know Jack Bauer from, you know, and he's a legend of how many movies I can't even. I mean, there's so many movies of his that he's like in. I mean, everything, Flatliners I can think of off the top of my head.
He's also an accomplished musician, so.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. And that is They Cloned Tyrone. That'll be the first film we talk about today. The second film we talk about is the horror movie that literally everyone is talking about.
I watched so many YouTube videos on that too. But
yeah, so many people have been talking about this one. They thought this would have been the one that dethroned Barbenheimer, but it didn't. But it got up there pretty close, and that is Talk to Me. Featuring the debut as the main person in a film, Sophia Wilde.
Dude!
Sorry.
You almost squished my trifle.
I said sorry, get over it.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe if you looked where you were going, you wouldn't need to apologize. For fuck's sake. Give them their fucking phones. Seriously.
Yeah, no, tell me about it.
Okay, so we won't say too long.
No, I don't mind.
Well, you will.
That's from a student film, but it was hard to find stuff for people. So like I wasn't able to get stuff that, you know, for Joe Bird or Alexander Jensen or Miranda Otto, but I was able to find Zoe Tarake's Haley's character. Just so you know, Zoe is non-binary, and so the they them pronouns, and but I was able to find Zoe Tarake's, and this is their clip.
Cannot go for more than 90 seconds. Am I clear?
What happens after 90 seconds?
Don't want to stay. Light the candle to open the door. Blow it out to close it. Put your hand on it. Now say, talk to me.
So yeah, that's the movie. Talk to Me.
From the movie, they Talk to Me. And believe me, that movie we're going to talk about in depth here in a little bit, because that movie, I'm not going to say anything right now.
Yeah.
But it's a horror movie.
A24
one of the top. Wasn't it one of the top 3 this weekend? Not.
I will take a look, but yeah, it was. It's got a huge internet presence for that. I mean,
dude, like I went on Tuesday, I think I went.
Yeah.
And it was literally just like it was almost a packed house.
Oh, yeah.
And it was Tuesday in the afternoon.
I saw it last night. Actually.
Chris, tell everybody where they can find us, buddy.
You can find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're at w2mnet.com. It's W number 2 M as in movies net.com. You can find our podcast there along with tons of others. They're pretty good. All of them pretty good. You can find us on Twitter, or I guess what is it, X now? At that Twitter place. X. At NTS.
Not triple X, just X.
Just X. NTS Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, NTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. You'll find our stuff there. And if you guys want to throw a few shekels our way, please. we like money. Yeah, in fact, yeah, we'll do extra. We'll see what happens. And then you go Bonfire Concert, Movies Don't Suck to something new. You'll find shirts with our logo on it. It comes and tons of other cool stuff Neil has made. We're also on and when you find podcasts on Movies Don't Suck and something to do, if you want to subscribe on Facebook or YouTube and all that shit. We're on Twitch as well. I'm not sure how most people listen to watch this, but yeah. Sorry, guys, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Neil, who are we talking about today?
Man, we like to support everybody out there. Today, we are going to support one of my favorite local places here in the good old Tulsa neighborhood, and that is going to be Impulse Creations. Impulse Creations is one of my favorite comic book stores right here in the Tulsa area. They are located at 8228 East 61st Street, Suite 121, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can go to their website, impulsecreations.com, where you can order comic books, action figures. I mean, they have everything. Like this past just a couple months ago, they had Sam Weathers, if you don't Sam Witwer, I'm sorry, who is the voice of Darth Maul in the Clone Wars cartoon. He also played Doomsday. He played in so many. He was in he's the guy, the Fallen Order. Oh, I'm sorry, the Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed Star Wars games character was based off. You can go buy autograph stuff from him right now. This is a store I went to, and I met Kevin Smith. You know, like they always have great comics, and the people there are just so nice and friendly. Every time I go there, they hook me up with the comics I want and I need. And if they don't have it, they're like, hey man, we don't have it, but we can look for it for you. We can actually try to get it for you. And I mean, wall-to-wall comics, one of the best places ever to get comics, merch, and just to go there and geek out and hang out. Seriously, Impulse Creations, Tulsa, Oklahoma, at 8228 East 61st Street. But again, you can buy stuff from their store at impulsecreations.com.
Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of people just show up Tuesday to get their favorite new issue. You know?
Oh yeah, you can sign up for it. You can sign up for that online too. You can literally go to the website and just sign up for it, and they'll send it to your house.
That's awesome.
Like it's cool shit. It's a good place. Like I said, every time I go in there, I've never made real friends with anybody there, because I kind of like sometimes when I'm in town here and I go out, I try to hide myself a little bit.
I'm the same way, dude. I want to meet.
But you know, I work for some radio stations and stuff like that here in town, so therefore I try to always, and by any means, just great guys every time I'm there. Seriously, again, Impulse Creations, go look them up. The great guys, awesome.
There's a record store in Dallas that I used to go to pretty consistently, and I didn't know that the guys didn't recognize me, but I was going in one day, and I was checking out with one, 2 or 3 records I got, and usually they ask for your ID when you're paying for it, and the guy was like, there was a guy stocking records, and the guy was like, "Can I get your ID?" He's like, "No, man, you guys here all the time. He's cool." So I was just thinking about that, and the same thing happens at the record store I'm at now. But I get kind of weirded out when I talk to people at a record store, because I feel like they know more than I do. So I just sort of.
This is the way I like to think about everything, and I want everybody out there in podcast land, vlog land, wherever, to just take this advice from me. I think this is some of the best advice ever. Everybody is not smarter than you. Everybody is smarter than you at certain subjects.
Yeah.
But you are still smarter than them at other subjects.
Yeah.
Like Chris, for example, you are a genius at music. I love music, but you love fucking music.
I do.
But you don't know a goddamn thing about pro wrestling.
I don't. But
I can tell you everything.
Yeah, you're an encyclopedia. So
yeah, I'm an encyclopedia for pro wrestling. I'm an encyclopedia for comic books and shit like this.
I think you and I are still encyclopedias when it comes to movies, though, especially recent ones.
Yeah, and that's where our co-love comes. And that's the thing, man. You can't just put, you can't just think of that, hey, as someone smarter than me. Don't worry about it. Everybody is just human being. We're all just trying to survive this one turn around this big ball of water and land. Have a good time, love each other, and take care of each other. And on that note, let's talk some fucking movies.
Let's talk They Cloned Tyrone. Directed by Jewel Taylor. Jewel Taylor, this is their directorial, big movie. They've done short films like everyone. But this is, they also the writer Space Jam: New Legacy and Creed 2. And but this is their first big directorial debut, and it's got people in it. It was written by him, obviously, and a man named Tony Rettenmayer. This stars John Boyega as Fontaine.
Wait. It's all up and cold.
Also, Jamie Foxx as Slick Charles.
You know what? Don't think that I don't appreciate everything you guys have done here, Jerry. I'm very proud of the work that we've done here together, but Atlantic has done pretty good money-wise on my records, haven't they?
Also, Teyonah Parrris as Yo-Yo.
This ain't no joke.
Also, Kiefer Sutherland as Nixon.
Yes, first. No.
Also, this stars other people like David Allen Greer's in this as the preacher. It's got people we recognize from everywhere. There's a bunch of like character actors in this movie. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this one, Neil?
And this is Talk to Me?
No, this is They Cloned Tyrone.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. But I was getting holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. I'll go get make a sandwich while they play this one.
Who applies to a pulpy sci-fi mystery caper in which an unlikely trio investigates a series of eerie events, alerting them to a nefarious conspiracy lurking directly beneath their hood. Fontaine, a neighborhood drug dealer, is shot dead by rival Isaac, and is very shocked to wake up in his bed the next morning unharmed. He and Slick Charles and Yo-Yo begin looking into the incident, and their search eventually leads them to a vast underground complex where a government-backed lab is performing experiments on the local black population. I'm going to stop there. I feel like that's enough. I don't want to over-explain the movie. I think the surprise factor, kind of like Sorry to Bother You, it needs kind of that surprise factor.
This sort of has a sort of cadence like that too, right? Did you get the sort of like the sci-fi elephant that was Sorry to Bother You, and this one sort of kind of like this, kind of similar in that aspect, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, like it almost, I'm not gonna lie. I was in a bad mood when I went in and watched this movie, and this movie made me laugh my fucking
I was laughing
ass
a lot. I was
off.
laughing watching this movie.
This movie is, it's completely insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's completely insane. I don't even know how to explain this to people. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. Let's try to do this the best way we know possible.
Can I tell you my favorite actress in this? My favorite actor in this movie was Teyonah Parrris. I thought she was fantastic. She was my favorite character, dude.
Great. Dude, Fontaine or John Boyega, man, he was awesome as well.
And Jamie Foxx was great too. I mean, like the three main characters
as a slick pimp.
Yeah.
And man,
I want to mention this movie has a weird retro futurism aspect. Like there's like it's like a world we don't live in, obviously. But in this one, like it's weird. They got 2 televisions and fucking smartphones, you know, just like weird shit, which is, I mean, it was cool. It was, it had a weird part to it, you know?
Yeah. And it's just like, man. And the thing is, the thing we're getting this week, I noticed, and this was on accident, we didn't mean to do this, is that both movies is the directorial debut of both directors.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one's brothers, and this one is Jewel Taylor. But man, way to go, Hollywood. I mean, you know, if you got 2 movies like this coming out and hitting it out of the park, it's like, why weren't these people on Project Greenlight?
Right. It's ridiculous. Like we saw these 2 movies. I don't want to talk too much. Like I don't want to take my hand, but we saw these 2 fantastic movies this week, and They Cloned Tyrone. It came out kind of quietly. It came out like a couple weeks ago. It just showed up, and then that Netflix did this. They like to build on the network. You know, it slowly creep up. They'll release it quietly, not really say anything, and then next thing you know, 2 weeks later, it's #1 on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what they do, and that's really cool. I think that's the way you know.
To be honest, this movie started, and it kind of, what's the best way to say this? It's like a hood movie or a gangster movie or, you know, an urban movie. I don't know exactly how you want to call it, and I apologize.
Think mid-90s, anything Ice Cube in it.
like Menace to Society
Yeah.
or Boys in the Hood
Yeah.
or, Juice or
Yeah.
something like that, where it was just like, it started off like that, where you're just like, okay, I see where we're going. And then all of a sudden it just took this hard right turn.
Yeah.
Like, man, do not smack your hands yet when the elbow has a heel. But it just took this right turn where you're just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And you gotta kind of just go with it, guys. You can't sit there and question too much about this, because if you do, then you're just not gonna have fun with it. And I think this is one of those movies you just need to shut the brain off, sit down, have a good time. I mean, by any means, there's this whole related what I want to say, this underlying
theme
of the movie.
Yeah,
which you kinda get it after a while.
Yeah, there's also like both these movies had something to say this week, and and that's honestly, I think there are some movies that had nothing to say, like Step Brothers, but like this one right here, both these movies had something to say, but they were both supremely entertaining at the same time. This movie's hilarious. It's kind of heartbreaking at points, and it's also it's socially conscious and aware. And I really like They Cloned Tyrone. I really like this movie.
And then it's just like, and then there's like a twist inside of a twist. Like there's so many little twists here and there that are just like, oh, dude, that's awesome that you did that.
Yeah.
It's awesome you did that. Like, there's so many smart decisions made in this film that make it a great roller coaster just to go on.
Yo-Yo's character references some of the great films too. Stuff like she'd use like sci-fi terms. You wouldn't think hardly anyone fucking knows. So I loved Yo-Yo's character. I loved Teyonah Parrris. I loved the character. I mean, I liked them all. But to me, Yo-Yo was the one of my favorite. Like the fake.
Oh, Yo-Yo is one. I'm not gonna lie, probably one of my favorite Jamie Foxx characters ever in all of cinema history. And I'm adding that like with Ray and all the award-winning shit he's ever done.
Yeah.
I love Jamie Foxx funny.
Yeah.
I love Jamie Foxx funny. I like him serious too. It's like Robin Williams. Robin Williams is amazing funny. Like, he's amazing funny, but when he gets serious and he does serious well, that's awesome too.
Rest in
but
peace, Robin.
Jamie Foxx was just hilarious. He was a great pimp named Slick. Like, literally, like I wanted to hang out with Slick Charles. I want to hang out with
all three of them. I want to hang out with Fontaine, Slick Charles, and Yo-Yo. Like, their chemistry together was so fucking palpable, and it was just so fucking.
You could do 2 sequels with just the 3 of them. Following them, going to places, figuring out things that I don't want to give away, but like them continuing this journey. And I would be about it all freaking day long. They were amazing. It was great. And it was just so much fun. It was so much fun as a film and as a film watcher. And I mean, there's David Allen Greer made an appearance in this movie.
It's always good.
You didn't even know it was David Allen
Greer.
Yeah,
until the end of the fucking movie.
He did that whole like Tom Cruise in Tropical Thunder kind of thing, where you're just like, okay, or Matt Damon in Deadpool 2,
or Matt Damon in fucking Eurotrip. Sky doesn't know, but
Scotty doesn't know. Oh my god, it's so funny because earlier this week, talking about Scotty doesn't know, I actually just put up a meme. I think it was yesterday, and it was hilarious. I put it up and I got like a huge reaction. But
that's it's a killer song too.
Kids today won't know that Scotty doesn't know.
But man, I gotta say, I love that song. It's a good song too.
Oh, yeah. I got it on like at least 2 of my playlists. But this was just a fun movie. If you want to get, if you have a couple friends over, you're like, let's throw on something that we can laugh, have a good time, and just be cool people watching a good movie and not really think too deeply about stuff. This is that movie. This is just, it's so fun. There's parts of it you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh I see what they're making fun of here. And then there's parts where you're just like, this is just so fucking funny. You don't even know why you're. But I'm just gonna say this: best product, fake product one of the best fake products of all time. Literally, if I think I can do this really quick for visual, if anybody's watching it, there are a few people watching it. I'm going to take us off of the thing. I have the actually, you know what? I'm just going to add it a different way. But anyway, there is a product that was in this movie that when they said the name of the product, I laughed so hard. It was the one that made me laugh more than anything. And no, I don't got it anymore. I actually deleted it all. Never mind. But it's goddamn fried chicken.
Yeah, I wanted some goddamn fried chicken too. I was like,
goddamn fried chicken. And I was just like, I love that. Goddamn fried chicken. Not GOTDAMN. Like goddamn fried chicken. It's like nail cigarettes or it's like a product placement that's all over the movie, and you're just like, man, this is just hilarious.
If it only would existed, because I would get some goddamn chicken.
It is. It's called Gus's chicken.
Oh, dude, yeah, Gus. Oh, dude.
Oh, Gus's fried chicken. Oh,
you know, I wish they really had a Brothers Hermanos or Hermanos. What was that called? The chicken joint in Breaking Bad and.
Oh, they got this new Hispanic. I'm not lying. Just down the road, me and my wife always joke about this. How like every time there's a new restaurant in Tulsa, it's either fried chicken or it's a Mexican restaurant. They just opened a fried chicken Mexican restaurant called I think it's Polo Campus. It's known in like Honduras and Guatemala and stuff like that. Some of the best fried chicken I ever had.
I was to say Pollos Hermanos, brother. Hermanos and Gus's chicken, which is strange, but yeah.
All right, well, let's get some quotes and we'll get to the
reading
scoring of this.
Yeah.
You ain't seen no Michael Jackson. No, man, it was the same walk, same hair, same face, same voice. Man, I'm just saying, Skidworth just kills the plot every time. All these herbs and spices at discount prices at goddamn chicken. I love that. Sorry. I'm trying to get a couple dollars, honey, so I can get back in college. You look like what you is, a hoe. Why does it always have to be black on black crime, man? You sent a ghost to a pimp? You passed on my beige bitch and went out and pulled a 50 cent? Are you Kevin Bacon? Like Hollow Man and shit?
I'm not so hard at that.
Doesn't that make your spider sense tingle? I thought that was funny because it was Jamie Foxx who was in Spider-Man. Ain't no snow, but I can still ski in it. This always happens to my girl, Nancy Drew. I'm using my gas money to pay for school supplies. Me and Jesus ain't been right ever since I pimped that girl's Mary, man. He gives Jim Jones a run for his money. You all lost the sauce. You ready for the climax? A pimp, a hoe, and a drug dealer walk into a bar. You a dime a dozen, just a regular hoe. Maybe the next Fontaine won't be such a fucking pussy. They think they have it all figured out, but they forgot. I'm a stone cold pimp, god damn it, and I pull tricks for a living. Let's free some motherfucking clones. He's the reason I made a deal with the devil. Boys have to clip up and storm the castle. Hold up. Ain't that you, Tyrone? Ain't that you?
Which
that's it, man.
My score on this is a 4.2. I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, man, easily all day. I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go 4.3 because this is like so rewatchable to me.
Take a shot.
I could watch this probably 7 times in a row.
Yeah,
and have a good time with this.
I'll put this on again for sure. You know, it's just it's so fun.
It's like one of those.
It's just a fun movie, and it's to me it's even more than fun. It's got ideas. It's got something to say about this, but to me like it's so good, and I'm excited to talk about it even more when I ask you what the audience saw this movie. What's the audience score for They Cloned Tyrone?
Has to be 85. 85 all day.
100%.
For people at home, you don't know, I was taking a drink and I almost spit it out.
Here's what the audience says.
100%.
Yeah. Here's what the audience says. Smart, sophisticated, They Cloned Tyrone is a fun, unique film that features excellent acting and a terrific script. Now, what is the Big Bad Mean Critic score on They Cloned Tyrone?
Man, they gotta love it too, man. I'm gonna have to get it an 80% at least.
94%.
94, hell yeah.
Yeah, critics' consensus is They Cloned Tyrone is provocative, clever sci-fi with an exceptional cast. I'm gonna read a good, bad review and a good review. Here is, and there's not a whole lot of bad reviews, so they're kind of hard to find. So give me 1 second. But I want to end on a good review because we loved it, But the bad review is this fucker. This fucker.
Yeah. That's how you start off right away. This fucker.
Okay, this is from Owen Gleiberman of the Variety. He says, simply put, They Cloned Tyrone has a good setup, but the film is too sketchy and conceptual to work as a bad dream thriller. Yet it establishes Joel Taylor as a director of craft and a certain audacious nerve. So he talks shit, but he gave a compliment at the very end. So good for him. But let's talk to old Richard Roper. What did Richard Roper think this? He says...
I have no idea.
He says, he gave it 3.5 out of 4. He says, this is a film that has much to say about the systematic oppression of marginalized and exploited classes and the powers that be who will go to extreme measures to make sure that more things change, more things stay the same. Also, it's funny as hell. So, yeah, that's Richard Roper, and we agree with Richard. It's a great fucking movie. And you guys, this is better than... I'm not saying Netflix puts out shitty fare, but they are not that discerning oftentimes. And this is something that I think I would like to see this in theaters, honestly. But we saw it on Netflix. I sat on my couch.
It's on Netflix. It's seriously, guys, seriously, get a chance, go check this out. This is not a bad by any means. And if you don't like it, turn it off right away because you're not gonna. If you don't like it in the first 10 minutes, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I mean, don't fuck yourself. People have different opinions, and it's okay, Chris. People have different opinions. But seriously, this is one of those movies you have to go check out. It is one of the best movies I have seen, or comedies I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, like, No Hard Feelings is pretty good, but this is the best smart comedy I've seen in a long time. You don't see a whole lot of sci-fi comedy, and this is a perfect blend of it. Of like 3 types of movies, and it's fantastic. It's creative.
Is it fantastic? Are you fantastic?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Are you ready to get into the news and cry about the news?
We'll cry for a second, but there's some good stuff out there, bro.
Okay.
Not everything's bad. Everything's bad.
Yeah. You ready?
Let's do it. This is the movies that don't suck in stunning news. I'm gonna read stuff. Chris is gonna like it, and if he doesn't, I'll go to Kansas City and kick him in the head.
Don't do that.
You know what's one thing I didn't talk about during the movie of Tyrone?
What?
Is that you have a clone.
I do. Yeah, guys, you don't know this. I have an identical twin named Matt, and yeah, I'm sure you didn't think about that.
Yeah, like look, like there he is. Look at that.
Yeah,
like
that's me. Yeah,
it's like how can you tell who's who? How can you tell?
I think you can
how
tell.
Can you tell?
You get the skinny
I know,
person.
I can tell.
Yes.
I can tell. There we go. Younger. There you go. When you guys are younger. Look at that one. That one
God,
you
I'm
can barely tell.
so fucking
I can
hot
still
now.
tell. I can tell. I can tell who's who in that one still.
Well, here we are. Yeah, man.
Dude, you had some good, like, you know how long it took me to find pictures of you and your brother? I went through both your Facebooks to find all those. And, dude, you had some kicking ass hairstyles back in the day,
dude.
bro.
I miss them.
Dude.
I miss my hair so much.
What happened?
I got bald. That's what happened.
You got bald.
It sucks, man. I had some really, I look at pictures, I'm like, man, look at my hair and that. It looks so good.
All right, let's talk about it.
Right.
Let's talk about it first. Let's get it done. Let's get it over. And the man that gave us things like Tally Hally Ho, Honey Honey Ho, the person that made the Tequila song, one of the most popular songs to this day, the man, the legend, the guy we did not give enough love to when he was on this earth, has passed away at the age of 70 after 5 years of a quiet fight with cancer. The one, the only, Pee Wee Herman, Paul Reubens, has passed away at the age of 70.
I do have a clip for him just to make us happy.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Shut up, Pee-wee. Why don't you make me? Why don't you make me? Because I don't make monkeys. I just train them.
I meant to do that. I want to see Francis.
Francis is busy.
Busy doing what?
He's having his bath.
Oh, really? Where are they hosing him down?
Is this something you could share with the rest of us, Amazing Larry? Stolen.
Why? What's the significance? I don't know.
It's like you're unraveling a big cable knit sweater.
That someone keeps knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting.
Pee-wee, let's go up and get some fresh air, all right?
What for?
Because it's hot in here.
Hot? Who's hot? Feels just fine to me. I feel just perfect. In fact, I can't remember when I felt quite so cozy down here.
With your help. I don't need the police
And I don't need you. I don't need anybody.
Okay, that's I got to think this over a little bit longer, but the
T-Rex that I couldn't get it because it's on Instagram and I didn't do it where I could do everything. But the T-Rex that Pee Wee Herman went to in the movie has been repainted as Pee Wee Herman's suit on it. Then I want to read something that I think is, and you guys got to understand this. I got a great story about Pee Wee Herman. Are you sure? It's not that I met him or anything like that, but this is hilarious. I just think it's one of the most hilarious stories in my entire existence on the planet Earth. My mother one time invited an Amish family over to my house to eat dinner, and we were going to watch a movie because Amish people usually don't watch TV or movies and stuff. So she thought the most appropriate movie to show this family of Amish people was Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. And when it got to the tequila dance, they were out. they were just like, what the hell are we watching? Yeah, so that's a memory that's stuck in my head like for years about my mom making Amish people watch.
You and I, we love Pee Wee Herman growing up.
Here is the
you and I loved Pee Wee Herman growing up. My brothers, like my brother.
I had the doll when I was a kid. I watched the show. I used to watch the show like here and there, like before he passed away, even before like here and there, just put on an episode.
My mom, when that thing happened about Pee Wee Herman, and they started, the thing happened, my mom found me my brother's doll and hid it, because she wants to know about what Pee Wee Herman did. But that's neither here nor there. It's very sad that he's gone, and he brought a lot of joy to a lot of people, and.
One of the biggest supporters out there, and a person that's really going to miss Pee Wee Herman and Paul Reubens is the great director who directed Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, Tim Burton, who actually got his start because Paul Rubens chose him to be the director of Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
You can see Tim Burton stuff in there, like that. You could do like that's a Tim Burton thing, like all throughout that movie, you know?
Right. And Tim Burton even said, shocked and saddened, Tim Burton wrote, I'll never forget how Paul helped me at the beginning of my career. This would never happen without his support. He was a great artist and I will miss him dearly.
Yeah.
And for Tim Burton to put something out there is fucking rare.
Yeah.
I mean, like the guy goes in hiding and you never know. But so to all the family, all the friends of Pee Wee Herman, much respect. He will be missed, and he brought us years of laughter, and he's out there for everybody to go watch.
Yeah.
Now let's get back into news.
Okay.
All right. Writers Guild is on strike still, and they're going back to the table as of tomorrow, Friday. They're going to go back to the studios, and they're going to hash it out, I guess. They're gonna
I hope they figure something out. I do. I want.
Yeah, because did you see what Peacock or NBC did to the guys?
No, what happened?
Like the people striking in Hollywood, they cut all the trees off they cut the tops off of all the trees where they're striking, so they had no shade.
Oh my God!
They literally did that, and I was just like, "What in the blue hell?"
Yeah,
but. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like, so we got the writer's strike and the actor's strike. So hopefully those get, done at sort of the same time. So we can go back to business as usual, because I know we got some movies that we want to stay on schedule. And
dude, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm not even I even skipped all the movies that got delayed this week.
Yeah.
Because there's a shit ton.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to bring them all up.
Yeah.
Because there's just a lot.
Yeah.
But a lot of them got pushed back to 2024 now.
Oh, man.
But the people who have donated over $1 million or more so far to the Screen Actors Guild so far, here's the names. Here's the names.
Yeah.
We got George and Amel Clooney.
Mhm.
We have Lucina and Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, Hugh Jackman, Dwayne Johnson, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, Julia Roberts, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Meryl Streep, and Oprah Winfrey have all donated money to keep them going. To be like, hey man,
we're with you.
Don't give it up.
Yeah.
Don't give it up. Go. The force is with you, and we all want them to. I want it all to work for everybody, man.
Me too.
I want it to be good. All right, man. Next, I am sorry, for some reason my internet is going like super slow right now, so nothing is popping up. Bride of Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, a remake is going to reunite two Dark Knight co-stars. Maggie Gyllenhaal is going to be directing, and starring is going to be none other than Patrick Bateman himself, Christian Bale.
Interesting. Is it gonna,
Yeah.
Is it going to be a comedy, or are they actually going to try to make something serious out of this?
I don't know. It's reportedly in development, which unite. I mean, it's Christian Bale. When has he done comedy?
I mean, he can do it, I'm sure, right?
I'm sure. Like, what comedy has he ever done?
I'm just saying he can do it. I'm not saying that he has done it.
Okay. According to the report, a Bride of Frankenstein remake is in the development at Netflix. Maggie Gyllenhaal will direct. Christian Bale is set for the star, which reunite the two. The project has also starred Gyllenhaal's husband, Peter Skarsgård, who is
so
fresh off appearing in Matt Reeves' The Batman. Oh, that's not Skarsgård. That's Saragod.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, it's not Skarsgård.
It's Skarsgård.
Saragod. Yeah. And
I love Peter Skarsgård too.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see how that's going to go, Yeah. Hey, keep going. Make remakes we haven't seen millions of years. Don't reboot things from last year that we have no idea what they are. Hot Wheels the movie is now going to be an emotional story with complex characters. Head of Mattel Films declares J.J. Abrams will strive to make a Hot Wheels movie featuring real characters, then go on an emotional journey. I mean, after Barbie, they have the money to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Because Barbie's now like $780 million.
Yeah, it's a monster. It's a juggernaut. That movie. It's so good too. So
everybody, because everybody, because of Barbenheimer and stuff like that, certain movies are going directly to VOD. Some of them are going to VOD already. One included is one that me and Chris missed that we really wanted to see, and maybe we'll review it coming up just because it's on VOD now. And that's Insidious 5 is already going to be on VOD.
Okay.
And it was only in the theater for like 20 days, and it's understandable. Everything got buried by Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. Barbenheimer kind of buried.
Let me tell you
everything.
something. I went to the movies Tuesday and Wednesday. I could see an early screening of Turtles movie, by the way. I saw the Turtles movie already. So I go to the theater and my AMC next to me to do these, and the parking lots were full both times. It was people seeing Barbie and Oppenheimer. It was those people. They filled the whole fucking parking lot.
Oh yeah. In fact, my next story, Barbie's box office in weekend 2 was bigger than most 2023 movies openings, period. It was bigger than Fast X, The Flash, and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's crazy. What's crazy about that is that like I think there are people out there that really want to see it, and then there are people out there that didn't want to see it, and then they heard how good it was, so they came back. You know, and like it's I hope this brings people wanting to go to the theater again. As much as I didn't like that parking lot being filled up, my heart was full for people who were there to see a movie. You know, like so. You know, it's good times for.
Dude, it's fun. It's a fun movie. Like again, I went to the theater on Tuesday. I saw plenty of Pink. Still, saw plenty of people. And the movie theater I went to, their AC broke, so I had to go to another one all the way away, and then still packed.
Yeah.
And the theater I went to, I've never seen that theater packed.
Oh, yeah.
And that theater was packed still with Barbie people. Mike Hammer, the detective, is the private investigator that was created by Mickey Spillane, is going to be developed by Skydance as now. Mike Hammer was featured in novels, movies, TV shows, comics, and more. Mike Hammer is set to return to the big screen at Skydance, has acquired the rights to franchise it, and is planning to develop a movie based on the iconic character. The novel I Journey, they're going to work on this after the strike, but numerous actors have played the detective over the years, including Mickey Spillane himself in The Girl Hunters. The actor who played Mike Hammer most frequently was Stacy Keach, who starred in several TV movies, Murder Me, Murder You, More Than Murder, The Return of Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer, Murder Takes Al. So, like, literally, again, this is what I've been asking for people to do. Bring us back characters that have been gone for a while. If you want to do reboots, if you want to do remakes, stop doing it of ones that we already know of. It was made in the last 20 years. Fuck off. Seriously, go and find something older. Go bring that back.
Well, I do think that's interesting because they're probably bringing them back partially because we have these two great detective film series, Knives Out and the fucking Agatha Christie, like
Death of the Nile.
Yeah, A Haunting of Venice is coming out September. I can't
wait for that. I really cannot wait for that one. That is one that I'm just like, all over.
Murder of the Orient Express, I was sort of lukewarm on. I liked it just fine. Death of the Nile, I really like that character. And like now, I think that these movies are going to be classics because they're so fucking good. And
Knives Out series, seriously, is one. I can watch that again right now.
They're both fantastic series, and I think. They want to bring detective movies back? I'm all for it. They're always great.
Bill Maher, famous for Politically Incorrect and his show, also now on HBO as well, wants to make a second Religiously 2.
Religious 2? I guess. What's he going to be? I liked Religious just fine. Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. It was a good investigation of religions.
Yeah.
And oh gosh, where's his quote? I know he had a quote. Where's the quote? I had a quote. There it is. I don't know who is doing PR for the church, but they're going to go rot in hell. I'm telling you, I don't even believe in hell, but this idiot to let me into the church doing a movie about religion. So, yeah. Zack Snyder teases a director's cut of Sucker Punch.
I have my problems with Sucker Punch, just the whole concept. But
yeah, we all have problems with Sucker Punch. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. But he says there was a different ending where Baby was actually, Baby Doll was actually lobotomized the whole time.
That's not the problem I have with the ending. I have a problem with just the whole concept of it.
No. But that's what the ending would be. It'd be a new ending because it's the cut he wanted.
Okay. Are there more sexualized teenage girls in that too? Like in his director's cut?
I don't know. It's I mean, it was what it was. It's what I got in the news. Bro.
Okay.
There's not much out there. I don't know if you know this. There's a strike going.
Okay.
Anyway, but here's something we all didn't 100% know, but now we 100% know. Wonder Woman is still Gal Gadot. Period.
Okay,
There's
so she's
no
staying.
one replacing her. They are working on a Wonder Woman 3. James Gunn has made it very clear that the only one that got replaced was Henry, and that was because Henry did not fit what he wanted for the Superman character. That he was too old, that he was too mature of a character, that he needed to go back to create the storyline he wants to create for Superman, which makes sense to me.
So we're gonna act like Black Adam didn't exist. Is that what's gonna happen?
What?
Exactly. We're gonna act like Black Adam didn't exist. What movie? Yeah.
What movie? I haven't even watched it again. I need to go watch it. Dr. Fate's in it, and it's like literally my favorite superhero, my favorite B superhero. Anyway, here, Chris, this you want to hear because I know you want to hear this.
Of course,
Netflix has released dates for some movies coming out.
Okay, I'm excited.
And this one is the one. This is the one you really want to hear. Wes Anderson's new movie, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, is coming out October 13th.
I can't believe he just doesn't stop, does he? He just he goes.
He doesn't. I swear. He just goes from one to the other. He just goes one to the other. I don't think he even. Then the notable release that month, that film, there's name Emily Blunt, Chris Evans, Andy Garcia, Catherine O'Hara. That will be coming out October 27th.
You cut out. What's that movie?
Painkillers.
Okay.
And then David Fincher's movie with Michael Fassbender as the hitman that is getting all his Oscar talk already is coming out. The Killer is coming out November 10th.
I cannot wait for David Fincher's new movie. You have no clue. It's been a while, and I can't wait.
VOD of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse comes out August 8th. So if you guys have not seen that, definitely go check that one out.
Oh yeah,
when it
for
comes
sure.
out. Let's see. I'm trying to go through some. There's just only a couple more I have. Scream 7 will be directed by Happy Death Day's Christopher Landon.
Oh, good, because I like those movies. The movies are pretty good.
Yeah, I thought they were fun. The second one was kind of but still it was fun.
Yeah, it was like Blumhouse will put out a batch of movies, and there's some that hit harder than others, and that's one that hit harder. I think it was like really cool. I had Happy Death Day quite a bit.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going through some of these that I pulled up, and I'm just like, I don't want to talk about that. Kingdom Come, which is one of my favorite comic books of all time, was going to be an if you don't know about that, it's when older Superman's retired, and then he comes back, and all these new like Deadpool, Wolverine like superheroes have taken over, where they kill people and stuff like that. Comes back and he's like, you can't do that anymore. They were going to make an animated movie about that, and now they've cut it.
Can we talk really quick about Kraven the Hunter?
About who?
Kraven the Hunter.
Kraven the Hunter.
Did you not see the Red Band trailer before Talk to Me?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
It's one of the most violent things I've ever seen. It's amazing.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I wasn't excited about it until I saw the trailer, to be honest.
Real quick about Blue Beetle. I didn't see a trailer for that until like a week ago, That's not a good sign. Because it comes out like next to a couple weeks from now.
Yeah, well, of course we're gonna have to see that because the Blue Beetle's a big character.
Yeah, but I have a feeling the movie won't be that good. We'll see.
As George Lopez, how can it be bad? William Dafoe went to mortician school for Poor Things. It's not a normal film, he says. He went to mortician school. He went to mortician school to prepare for Poor Things. The movie tells the story of Bella Baxter, played by Stone, a young woman brought back from the dead with a mismatched brain and body by scientist Dr. Goodwin Baxter, played by Dafoe. Following her reanimation, Stone's character runs off with Duncan Wilder, played by Ruffalo. Is that Mark Ruffalo? Yes,
Yeah.
it's Mark Ruffalo.
It sounds like something fucking fucked up Willem Dafoe would do.
I love it. I love everything, and Mark Ruffalo's in it.
Yeah. Hey,
I love Mark Ruffalo. Oh, our favorite thing from Netflix is coming back. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, of course.
Rom-com interactive choose your own adventure movie. Yeah, Netflix allows viewers to choose love on first try for new interactive rom-com. Now,
when does this come out?
Choose Love is the name of the movie. Okay. Choose Love is the name of the movie. And Lauren Moran returns with a unique take on the rom-com in the interactive special. She plays Cammie Conway, a recording engineer with a steady boyfriend heading towards an engagement until she comes face-to-face with tempting choices in this choose-your-own romance adventure. The viewer will navigate through Cammie's romances and ultimately choose your love. Now, my problem is this. When they film these, they never take them serious. Like the Undertaker one they did with the New Day and the Undertaker was so fucking cheesy.
But did you like Bandersnatch? I mean,
it's cute.
Did you like Bandersnatch though? Did you like Bandersnatch? Bandersnatch.
Yeah, that was good. And they had a Black Mirror one.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that was Bandersnatch. Is what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah. That one was good.
I'll watch that. I'll spend an afternoon doing that.
One of the most famous duos is writing again together for a movie that we're all looking forward to. And no, it's not a sequel. It's an original movie. And that is the one and only Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright are going to be writing a new movie, working on their next movie together. They're not talking about it. It's not going to be another sort of Cornetto film, and those movies were specifically genre riffs, which address the idea of collective versus the individual. There are certain kinds of thematic consequences between those three movies, which make them a trilogy. It's not the ice cream; it's a series of connecting details. So, whatever. I'm down.
I wonder if Nick Frost will be back. I wonder if Nick Frost will come back, and I wonder if you can do that. You know. But I mean, I bet you're right. I'll see anything he does, honestly.
Robert Kirkman. Once everybody know, the Invincible movie is still on track, and it'll be as soon as they get done with the writer's strike. It'll be going. So the Invincible animated show based off the comic is, that animated show. If you did not watch Invincible animated show, it was one of the most violent, most funniest. I loved it. I loved it. I still
Amazon,
watch it.
Right?
I watch it randomly.
It's on Prime, right?
Yes, on Amazon. Yep. Okay. One of our favorite actors of all times is #1 on Netflix right now.
Who is it?
He's a guy that you love because he said, "I will punch you in the dick hole."
Oh, John Cena.
John Cena and Jackie Chan's movie, Hidden. Oh gosh, dang it! For some reason my Hidden Strike is #1 spot on Netflix right now.
Is that a Chinese film? And John Cena, I might watch it.
I saw the trailer. I watched the trailer. It's kind of like I don't know, man. I don't know way to explain it. It's Jackie Chan and John Cena. What more do you want?
Jackie Chan, just so you guys know, Jackie Chan is the voice of Splinter in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But last but not least, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. You pulling it up?
I'm making sure I'm reading it right. Okay. I want to make sure I give you the right information, because giving you different information, that's not the right information.
Yeah, that's right.
The movie we are about to review is A24's second highest debut film in their entire history of A24.
Can I guess what the first highest was?
Yeah, you'll get it right off the bat.
Midsummer, right?
I know. Go for it.
Midsummer?
No.
What was it?
Midsummer's third.
It's not
really.
Hold on. Is it? What was the phrase? Not it. Is it?
Come on. It's like one of the most popular horror movies in the last 10
Is it
years.
Hereditary?
It's Hereditary.
Okay, all right, fine.
Hereditary is number one. Number two in A24's sequences. Now the movie we're about to review called Talk to Me, and that's the news.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. I got, yeah.
That was the movies that don't suck in some of them news. Now let's talk about the biggest horror movie in years. Talk to Me.
All right, Talk to Me, directed by Danny Philippou and Michael Philippou. You guys might know them from like YouTube stuff they've done. They do YouTube stuff. This is our first big movie. I saw tons of YouTube videos because they documented their whole thing, like they going to Sundance and who bought it and stuff. That was really cool videos. They did that. It's written by Danny Philippou, Bill Hinsman, and Daley Pearson. This stars in the lead Sophie Wilde as she plays Mia.
Dude!
Sorry.
You almost squished my trifle.
Also, this stars Joe Bird as Riley, Alexander Jensen as Jade, Miranda Otto as Sue, Marcus Johnson plays Max, and this also has Zoe Tariq. They play Haley.
Cannot go for more than 90 seconds. Am I clear?
Also, there's a bunch of other people. Ari McCarthy shows up in This Is Cold, and Hamish Schultz as Tyson. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this one?
$20.
I don't have $20. I can video it though.
Yeah, go ahead and just cash app that.
Okay.
Anyway, when a group of friends discover how to conjure spirits using an embalmed hand, they become hooked on the new thrill until one of them goes too far and opens the door to the spirit world, forcing them to choose who to trust, the dead or the living. That's a good explanation. That's one of the best explanations for a film I ever had.
This movie is fucking killer. I fucking love Talk to Me.
This movie, all right, one of the stories I didn't read about.
You're right? You gonna die?
No, I just noticed all the like when I bounced it, my camera moved a little bit. Nice. Anyway, I gotta tighten that. Anyway, but anyway, this is probably one of my favorite horror movies we've watched ever.
Since Barbarian. Since Barbarian, like have we not?
It's original.
Yeah, it's original, but also
original. Okay, it's not original in 100% concept. It's live people talking to dead people, live people, dead people crossing over.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not super original, but how they get there is original. And this is like, how do I not ruin this movie?
I'll tell you one thing though. This is by far the best horror film of 2023. I can't see anyone beating this. It was fucking scary. It was disturbing. It also has a lot to say about just about society now. There's an underlying message, and just like the previous movie we talked about. Talk to Me is fucking. I'm so glad that you put that fact up about the directors there a chance to direct the DCEU film. I'm glad they did Talk to Me instead, honestly.
Yeah, because to be honest, this movie is what horror movies are supposed to be.
100%.
It was fun. It made you question reality.
Yeah.
It scared you at points. There were a couple jump scares, but it wasn't. That's not what they.
It wasn't The Conjuring and that. Yeah.
That's not what they based their scaring parts on. They didn't be like, oh, jump scares is going to make it happen.
No, these were everything was effective, and all the acting in it was fantastic.
Yeah. And it was believable.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like, like I now believe in all of that and all this and stuff like that, but it was a believable situation. It was not like, it was just,
what kind of reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of It Follows. You know, like
yeah, kind of like It Follows, but done better.
Yeah, well, I like both of those movies.
No, I like It Follows.
Yeah.
I like It Follows, but this movie is on a level.
Yeah,
Like,
it's on a level for sure.
This is next level. Like they found something here. They did something.
I can't wait to see what these people make next, dude. Like yeah, like
Danny and Michael.
Yeah,
I mean, I even tagged them on this to see if they would jump in and talk to us for a minute, but
dude,
they did not. No
yeah, of course.
one's
They're
jumped in
basically talking to a giant director, giant studios about the next movie they're making because this movie it needs the attention because it is a fantastic horror film. I fucking love this thing. Like I walked out of it.
Now
I took a piss and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I think it was like a week or two ago. I was kind of like, I'm kind of done with A24.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done. I'm kind of getting to the point. What was it? It was that comedy I saw. The comedy on Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forget the
I
name of
can't
it.
remember.
Yeah.
Why Aren't You Laughing?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that is what it's called.
Yeah.
Where I was kind of like, okay. I mean, it had spots that were kind of funny, and nothing against everybody that created that, but you guys all gave it your shot.
Yeah.
Yay. But that was just like, but this movie, I'm just like, yeah, motherfuckers, just keep doing it.
Yeah,
Just
keep doing
it for the rest.
This is, and the one of the things I really liked about this one is that A24 they'll put out movies that straddle horror like Men, but this one is a horror film that falls hard into the horror category. It's frightening for sure. It's definitely frightening. There are points where you're like freaked out. I don't do this a lot, but there are parts when I was holding my hands over my mouth, like I can't believe that just fucking happened.
What the hell's going on?
Wea was looking through her hands, and so was my friend Bobby. He gets scared in the movies. He'll jump and like shit like that. And they were both watching their hands, and I was just like, I can't believe that happened, sort of thing. Like I don't do that a lot. And this movie did that like 3 or 4 times because the places they go, you're like, they're not gonna go there. They can't go there, and they fucking did. Like that's how I was thinking.
Yeah, and it's the whole movie itself was just like it was a real like it just went so fast.
Yeah,
it went so fast. I don't even know how long this movie was because I didn't look at a phone once. I didn't. Yeah, an hour 30 minutes. This is a perfect fucking 35 minutes.
Yeah,
it is a perfect horror movie. It has ups, downs. It's kind of realistic if you believe in this and that or whatever. And the other thing is that it has jump scares, it has regular scares, it has you stuff that makes you think about, okay. And then the whole thing is like you question the reality of everyone in there. You question, is the dead people telling the truth? Like as I explained, is the living people telling the truth? Is like it's like a murder mystery horror fucky movie.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
And honestly, I don't see this not making my top 5 this year.
Yeah, well, at least in my top 10.
Yeah,
because to be honest, there's been some really good movies in the last couple of weeks. I don't see what can knock Barbie off of number 1 right now.
Dude,
I'm trying to figure.
Oppenheimer's gonna be on top 10
I'm
for
trying
sure.
to find that. In fact, the thing I didn't add to my news segment earlier about Barbie was one of my favorite quotes, and that was from Mark Maron.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
See this?
I did see that.
Where he just dived into anybody. He's like, "You have a problem with the movie, dude? Maybe you need to look in your own pants."
Yeah.
But I love Mark Maron.
Yeah,
the Godfather of podcasting. That's why we all exist, guys.
Podfather. Yeah.
Yeah, the Podfather, Mark Maron. But anyway. This movie was just the horror was great, the acting was good, the people, the suspense,
the emotional
parts in it.
The emotional parts of it, like there were parts that are very real, where they talk about suicide, where they talk about abuse, drug abuse. They talk about all these things that, and they wrap it up in this fucking horrible or horrifying thing, and they throw it at you and you're in there. You can't, and it's a web, you can't get out of it in the best way possible. It's so, and it's scary. You guys, like if you're a person who gets freaked out easy, this might give you nightmares because it's a terrifying movie. I subscribed to Fangoria, and the newest Fangoria issue, the cover story is Talk to Me. Yeah. Yeah.
I love Faint Gore.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't read that magazine in years. I used to have a subscription.
I have a subscription, and it's only for a year because it's now quarterly because I guess print doesn't sell anymore. but I get sent to me, and the cover story is on Talk to Me, and you better believe when I got home last night, I went straight to that story to read about because when I went saw, I wanted to know as little about as possible, and now I'm caught up.
Yeah, I mean, guys, seriously, if you like horror of any kind, if you like a suspenseful thriller, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There's some gore, there's some stuff, but the thing is, the gore wasn't there because they could put gore in. No, it was necessity for what the scene was.
Yeah, there were a lot of practical effects.
It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna rip a heart out and throw it on the ground.
Yeah, this is not Evil Dead Rise.
yeah. This ain't like that. It was, the gore was necessary to the story that they talked about.
Yeah, and it's for a lot of practical effects. It was shot beautifully, and it also has a few things that are always great with horror films, which is always teenagers doing stupid shit. Like so it has that part of it, which is kind of tropey, but the part that it works, you know what I mean? And that open
Barbara, they're
I love that opening scene too. That opening scene got me right in.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember going, holy fuck! Like this movie has so many things going for it. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, it was one of those movies that literally it was fun. I liked it. Let's get some quotes. And,
all right, let's do
it. Get our ratings on this mofo. Are you serious? Put your fucking phones away. I like that they started that off right at the beginning because I was like, I feel like they were saying that to the movie people.
Yeah, I thought so too. I felt the same way.
Do you think they give you cancer like right away? Daniel's coming too if he's Daniel's coming too if he's touching my coochie. Light a candle to open the door, blow it out to close it. I have this dream where I look in the mirror and I don't exist. Talk to me. Gosh dang, man, I cannot read some of this.
Well, I already figured out my next year's birthday party. We're just playing this game. We're just lighting the candle out of hand like that.
No, we're not. You were sucking my feet. You had my foot in your mouth. I never wanted to leave you. You shouldn't have released the video. I wish you didn't force yourself into my family. They're hurting him, and they're never going to stop. I hope you find some peace, and I'm no longer in pain. Kill him. It's the only way. I know how to save him now. Why don't you touch me? And please don't leave me. I the other things on there, but they were giving away key parts. That's why I had to read some of them.
Yeah. What's your score in this?
Oh, dude, 4.6?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is like one of the best horror movies I've seen in a long fucking time.
Yeah, 4.6.
This is a horror movie that I was just like, damn.
Yeah, I'm with you. 4.6. This is a movie that really affected me in ways that I didn't expect it to. So yeah, we both love this movie. Go out and see it. I think it will. I think it's going to build word of mouth. I think next week it'll be a bit higher than it was this week. Honestly. Yeah,
I think it's one of those movies where people are going to talk about it, go over it with people, and be like, "Hey, dude, you got to go see this movie if you like a good horror movie." And to be honest, seriously, Talk to Me is fucking legit.
Talk to us about Talk to Me. We'll tell you to see it. All right, man. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What's the audience score for Talk to Me?
Has to be at least 80%.
82%.
Damn.
Yeah, audience says, Talk to Me has a fright-filled, fast-paced, and often unpredictable story that'll keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Okay. What is the critic score for Talk to Me?
God, I hate critic scores because I just never know which way they're going. I never know which way they're going. 87%.
Certified Fresh at 95%.
Oh, shit.
With a gripping story and impressive practical effects, Talk to Me spins a terrifically creepy 21st century horror yarn built on classic foundations. So I'm going to read a good review and a bad review. I'll start with the bad review first because we love this movie. I want to end on a high note for that. Sorry, I got to pull it up because there's not a whole lot of bad reviews on this one, believe it or not. Okay. This is from David Nasser of Real Film Reviews. He's full of shit. He goes, a complete misfire that does in the end take itself way too seriously. You get a 0.5 out of 4. What a fucking idiot. And this is
why?
Yeah, sorry.
Why? Hey, dude,
Okay.
some people are just not gonna like what you like.
Okay.
All right.
And
Like,
this-
okay, let's be honest. Okay, come on. This is the guy who doesn't like Heath Ledger Joker. All
Okay.
right, come on.
All right. And this is from Kevin A. Ranson from MovieCrypt.com. I go MovieCrypt. He goes, tailor-made to become a cult classic, a script that gets under your skin as much as in your face, delivering horror promised while fulfilling the needs of the story. Possibilities will live rent-free in viewers' heads after the credits roll. And he gave it a perfect score. This is a horror film, almost perfect. Horror film, almost perfect. I mean, I can't talk highly enough about this movie. So
Yeah, it's one of those films that like it like as soon as it comes out on anything, I'll be like, if that pops up on like we're going through Hulu at a house and we're just chilling, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, dude, pop that on.
yeah, you've not seen Talk to Me, fucking you're watching that now.
Yeah. You haven't seen Tyrone's a Clone? Pop that on.
They Cloned Tyrone, yeah.
What mood are you in? Horror, comedy? What do you want?
Yeah, because we got it all. We got it all. All right. Are you good? You guys can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're at w2mnet.com. That's the W2M as in moviesnet.com. You'll find our podcast along with a bunch of others. Neil's distracting me with fixing his camera. You can find us at X, or Twitter, now X, I guess, MTS Podcast. We're on Twitter, Instagram, MTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. You'll find our podcast there. Or no, you'll find us there. You guys want to serve us $2 or $3 so Neil can get a value menu, meal? You do that?
I like dollar hamburgers.
Yeah. And also go to Bonfire.com, search our Movies Don't Suck and Soon to You. You'll find shirts. Buy shirts from us. We have a couple, and we know a few people who own them too, right?
Yes, we got a bunch. We got the Survive Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
We got Daddy Likey, Her Goods from Blow shirts. We have so many different
We
t-shirts.
had
Please go
t-shirts
buy one.
with our face on it. Me and you.
With our faces on them that people still wear
Yeah,
around
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know
Crazy.
how weird it is to see my face on people's shirts? That's fucking weird.
Also, if you guys want to send us an old-fashioned email, it's info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuckpodcast@gmail.com. And wherever you find podcasts, you'll find Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. Neil, what do we do for small businesses?
Do we do something
For small
yeah, we advertise them for free. I can't remember what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Are we talking about hookers and blow?
We are. Yeah.
All right. So if you got a business, let us know. Inform us. Let us know. We'll be more than happy to advertise your business free of charge. Just give us that information. Like next week, we'll probably advertise Bleacher Bums because a friend of mine owns that bar and it's
There
a
you
good
go.
bar and it's nice people. We love advertising your shit for free. You don't have to do shit for us. Just send us the info and we want to send it to our thousands of listeners, our millions of followers, just for you, so you can get more business because we want to support local.
And
Always support local.
We love the local. We love everyone who listens to the podcast, and people who don't, like my wife. I love my wife. She doesn't listen to this. So, all right, you good? You good?
All right, I guess I am.
Yeah, it's hard to. Sometimes I just want to talk to you
For hours.
Talk to me.
That's another issue of. All right, start it over.
Okay. And going.
All right, here we go.
Going out.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how many times you see, if you go to Walmart and you see your friend more than 3 times, maybe they got cloned. So talk to me about what you're going to do about that. Have a good night.